Greetings and welcome back to another fragrance video and another fragrance review. And as you can see by the title, today we are talking about another fragrance from the brand Lattafa. I already made a review of their Bade Al Oud or Oud for Glory fragrance. If you're interested in that review, link is in the description of the video. And today we are taking a look at their fragrance called Khamrah. Again, I think this is one of their more popular fragrances they have to offer. So before we talk about the notes, how the fragrance smells and is it worth a buy, let's take a quick look at the bottle and the box the fragrance comes in. Okay, so this is the Lattafa box. It is of course made out of cardboard. The top and bottom part are both cardboard, even though the top part is black color and the lower part has this like wood texture on it, but it's not real wood, it is cardboard. At the front it says Khamrah Lattafa all in gold. At the sides we don't really get anything, and at the back of the box we have this like 3D sticker, which should be a certificate of authenticity, but who makes copies of Lattafa fragrances? I don't know. At the top of the box, we again have the Lattafa logo in gold. At the bottom, at the wooden part, we don't have anything at any side except at the back, where it says the expiration date of the fragrance. But as we all know, fragrances do not have expiration dates if you take care of them, so don't be sheep. At the bottom of the box, we have the concentration. So this is an eau de parfum with EDP concentration, and the size of the bottle is 100 milliliters or 3.4 fluid ounces. Also, we get the ingredients here. If you're interested, you can pause the video and read it out. And that's more or less it with regards to the box. When we open it, we have this beautiful presentation where the bottle itself is on this little sponge. It says here at the front, again, the size of the bottle and the concentration. If we take the bottle out, we also have this like gold plaque. It says Khamrah on it, and it's very reflective. You can see my face, so hello there. But yeah, that's more or less it. The box is excellent. The bottle is also excellent. It is a glass bottle, but the cap is plastic. At the front has the Khamrah Lattafa golden plaque, and the texture or the pattern on the bottle actually makes a letter K, so that's a little cool detail. At the bottom, we have this Lattafa sticker. At the top of the bottle, again, the Lattafa logo, and it is a click-on cap, so it's not magnetic, but it clicks into place and it holds the bottle fairly well. However, pay attention, I think this will loosen up with time, so be careful when you're picking up this bottle by the cap. And that's more or less it. There is the sprayer, and it's a golden sprayer. Let me just show you how the sprayer is. Let me waste like a spray or two. So I think the sprayer is overall fairly good considering the price of the fragrance, and that's more or less it. So now let's come back to our original perspective, talk about the notes, how the fragrance smells, and overall, is it worth a buy? And we are back, so that was the packaging of Khamrah close up. Overall, I think the fragrance looks beautiful. I think it has an amazing bottle and an amazing box, especially considering the price of the fragrance, but we will talk about the price a little bit later. Now, the most important part, of course, is not the bottle. It is in fact the juice inside the bottle. So let's talk about the notes, at least the officially listed notes of this fragrance. In the top, we have cinnamon, nutmeg, and bergamot. In the mid notes, we have dates, pralines, tuberose, and mahonial. And in the base notes, we have vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, myrrh, amberwood, and akigala wood. Longevity and projection on my skin are amazing. On my skin, this fragrance lasts for an easy 8 hours plus, so it will last you at least throughout your workday. And the longevity is about 2 meters within the first hour and a half after applying the fragrance, after which it starts to slowly become more of a skin scent. Now, if you've been paying attention to the notes, you will notice that this is a fairly sweet, strong fragrance. So I think this fragrance is definitely only for cold weather. So for colder days of fall and for winter, do not wear this in the summer. People will dislike you. Age range wise, I can't really say that this is a fragrance for a particular age. I think a high schooler can pull this off. I think an adult can pull this off. So I think it's more universal in this regard. And finally, for occasions when I wear this fragrance, I think this is a fragrance for a date with your girlfriend. You can apply 1 to 2 sprays of this fragrance, it will do its job. And if you want to attract more attention, maybe 3 or 5 sprays if you want to go out to a nightclub or something like that. And those are the more general specifications of the fragrance. Now let's talk about how it smells, at least to my nose. The very opening of the fragrance is fairly boozy. It has that whiskey accord, and the whiskey accord is made possible with the mix of the nutmeg, bergamot, and cinnamon notes in the opening. And as the fragrance develops, goes more into the mid notes, there is this particular floral moment, which lasts about 15 minutes, where you can clearly smell the tuberose and mahonial note, at least on my skin. But this is very short, and then after the floral notes, center stage comes the dates in this fragrance, and the dates are the main notes, the main characteristic of the smell. It has a sweet smell, and it lasts throughout the entirety of the fragrance until it eventually evaporates from your skin. And as we go into the base notes, the date notes are joined by vanilla, tonka, and benzoin, which make this even more of a sweet gourmand type of fragrance. Now, if it wasn't obvious enough, Lattafa makes clones, and this should be a clone of Kilian's Angel's Share fragrance. And if you've seen any reviews when Khamrah first came out, reviewers were claiming this is a 1-to-1 clone of Kilian's Angel's Share. Do I agree with this? No. I mean, okay, the bottle is definitely inspired by Angel's Share, but the smell isn't. It's more inspired because it does have that boozy opening and it goes into the sweet notes, but the notes are not the same and they are not blended the same way. So if you had Angel's Share on one hand and Khamrah on the other hand, you would make a clear distinction, a clear difference. In fact, I think this fragrance smells more like Armani's Stronger With You Intensely than it does to Angel's Share, which I don't think is a bad thing because it makes this fragrance a bit more unique. It's not a 1-to-1 clone like, for example, Club de Nuit Intense Man is to Prix Aventis, which is a good thing. Overall, do I think it's a good fragrance? Yes, I think it's mass appealing, it's sweet, it's strong, it has good longevity and good projection and a good price. I paid $50 for my fragrance for this bottle right here, and I think you can find this for an even cheaper price. And if we take into consideration how the fragrance smells, how long it lasts, the longevity and projection, the price, I think this is an excellent price value proposition, and I highly recommend you buy it. I am very pleased with my purchase, and I think you will be too. And that's it for this review. Of course, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you disliked the video, leave a thumbs down, and maybe give me some suggestions on how I can improve my content. Subscribe if you want to see more wristwatch or fragrance related videos. And until next time, guys, have a great day and